you guys. Welcome to our final session for this series, Lesson 6 of Project Care. I hope you have enjoyed these lessons. I really have enjoyed putting them together for you and creating concepts and themes that I think could really help you guys moving forward and could be relevant to what you're experiencing in your life these days. Okay, I saved the last one, which I feel is really potent and really special, and it's called Think plus Feel equals Results. So I created that equation, and the irony is that I'm not very into maths, so that's the irony of me creating an equation to talk about the mind, but I'm super passionate about the mind. I really am. I'm very passionate about the body and the spiritual holistic side of well-being, but I'm also really passionate about the mind, how we think, how we feel, and then how that affects our results in our life. Okay, so based on my theory, it starts with the mind. So it all starts with the mind. I want you to just consider for a moment how many things we are exposed to, our senses are exposed to every minute of the day. So we can think, see, smell, taste, and touch, and this happens all at the same time, every single second of the day. So we are constantly stimulated, right? And we are so stimulated that what we see and we touch and we hear and we smell, this is all information that's going into our computer hard drive. So let's call our mind the computer hard drive, right? So everything we're exposed to, our senses of seeing and smelling and tasting and touching and hearing is going into our computer hard drive. From there, only some, 5% of what we take in all of this stimulus then goes down into what we call our subconscious mind, so our action mind, and then our actions play out what we've learned and gathered from the information we've been exposed to, right? So if I walk in the house and it's 7:30 and I've finished work and I smell my dinner, and then from there I go, oh, I'm hungry. Hungry is a feeling, so think, I can smell that. That's my senses attracting that. Feel, oh, I'm hungry. Action is to eat the food. Result is to feel full and satisfied. Yeah, that's a really simple analogy. But I'm talking about lots of things. We might hear something that we don't like. We might hear something that somebody says about us. Yeah, so our senses attract that. That's our thinking mind. From that, we believe what we hear. Yeah, whether it's true or not, we believe what we hear. And then we have a feeling attached to what we hear and what we believe. So we might have a feeling of hurt, a feeling of anger, yeah, a feeling of frustration towards somebody because of what they've said. From there, what we feel then comes out in our actions. So if we feel hurt, we might cry, we might retreat, we might detach ourselves from that scenario and feel really glum about it and grim about it. If we feel anger and frustration, our actions might penetrate that. We might bite back at that person. We might be aggressive in our actions or our behavior. And then from there, obviously, a result comes back, yeah? But can you see how our senses attract this stuff? So we think it, then we go into a feeling of it, then our actions are played out by the way we feel. So if I'm talking about scenario 1, the hungry one, that makes sense, right? And that's all well and good. I walk in, my senses smell something, I feel hungry, my action is to eat. Got it? Number 2, I hear something that might not be true. It creates an emotion inside of me, and then my actions play out based on the emotion that I'm feeling, based on what I'm feeling. So I just wanted to give you that little analogy to make you really aware of the power of the mind, and to also make you aware that your actions in your everyday life are controlled, by your mind, but they also then give you an opportunity to have good results or bad results. So chances are in scenario 2, if angry came out because you felt anger towards this person that said something that you didn't believe was true or that wasn't true, anger came out And then from there, the result of that anger, if you're in the schoolyard and you go and, hurt somebody, say something hurtful or physically hurt somebody, the result would be you would get in trouble. Does that make sense? So what we need to start doing from a very young age, which is why I'm really passionate about sharing this information with you guys, is to realize the power of the mind and also take control over what you are thinking. So in that scenario too, you heard that person say something, you genuinely know and believe it not to be true. You also acknowledge that they're just doing that because there's something going on in their life, and for them to make somebody else feel bad, it makes them feel better. So in that moment, your senses attract that thought, sound rather. So your hearing attracts that sound. You think to yourself, that's rubbish, I don't believe it, that's crap. From there, you go, well, I know it's not true. I believe in myself. I'm not going to let that bother me. And from there, your actions would be minimal. There would be no reaction to that scenario. Therefore, the outcome wouldn't be you get in trouble. Wouldn't be that you go into a big state of anxiety or sadness because something has been said to you and you've felt hurt against it. It would be you kind of deflecting what's happening outside of you. And I think it's really important to start building the skill, not to ignore everything that's going on outside of you, but only to take on the stuff that you know is good for you. Take on the stuff that you know is good for you. Start taking responsibility for your thoughts, for what you allow yourself to feel. Does that make sense? Start taking responsibility for your thoughts and for what you allow yourself to feel. Because if we start having control over what our mind does, if we start being mindful in the way that we think about things, in the way that we take on information, then we will not be so affected with our emotions by that. And then our actions won't be so affected and come from a place of emotion. Does that make sense? And so our behavior is mindful because we're not reacting to all of this noise around us. Instead, we're really solid and firm in ourselves. So to do that, we have to be that, solid and firm in ourselves. We have to build a strong foundation of ourselves. We have to like ourselves. No, we have to love ourselves. We have to value ourselves. We have to accept ourselves. And we have to believe that we are worthy. I'm going to repeat those 4 things. We have to love ourselves. We have to accept ourselves. We have to believe in ourselves, and we have to know that we are worthy. So really quickly, can you take out your journals and can you write these 4 little statements? So grab your journal. This might be really hard to write. You might think that this is crazy, but I just want you to work with me for a little while. The first thing that you're going to write is, I love myself. And if you can't use the word love, write, I like myself. The second thing that I want you to write is, I accept myself. You don't have to believe it just now, but just write it down. The third thing I want you to write is, I believe in myself. And the fourth thing I want you to write is, I am worthy. I am deserving. You can choose which word or both. Okay, this is me starting to encourage you to build your pillars of foundation. Your foundation. And once you have a strong foundation, once you feel comfortable in your skin, and that's not to say you're going to be in year 9, 10, 11 or 12 and know who you are. You've got a whole lifetime to explore that. But what this is encouraging you to do is to start building foundations of loving yourself, honoring yourself, respecting yourself, so that any experience and journey and situation you have moving forward, you've got this strong foundation to work from. Does that make sense? It's like building a house without putting a concrete slab down. It's going to stay standing tall for a short period of time, but slowly, because there's no firm foundation underneath, it's going to start eroding away. The weather and everything outside of it is going to start to affect its stability. Yeah, and by the end, there's nothing left. What's happened is the house has allowed everything else around it to make it no longer stand, to kind of ruin its standing and its appearance. Yeah. And that's what we have the potential of doing if we let everything else around us affect us. So remember, think plus feel equals results. So today we're going to do a really grounding flow, one that I'm going to encourage you to feel connected to your mat or to the earth, one where we breathe calmly, where we feel everything in our body, and we feel super grounded by the end of it. So let's get to it. Rest your palms actually on your rib cage. Let's go back to our breath. Shoulders down our spine. Good. Close down your eyes. We're going to do a 4 count breathing today. We breathe in for 4. We hold for 4. We breathe out for 4. We hold for 4. Now, if 4 is too long to hold, you can hold for 2 or 3. That's fine as well. Don't get tense when you're holding your breath. Okay, here we go. Close down your eyes. Allow yourself to arrive. Today we start to build some foundation. Today we start to get to know ourselves. Here we go. Take a big belly breath in for 4. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 3, 4. And pause. 2, 3, 4. And down. Exhale. 3, 4. And pause. 2, 3. One more round. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And pause. 2, 3, 4. Reach your fingers up to the sky. Breath in. Clasp your palms, reach to the sky. Tip over to your right. Pass through the center. Open out to the left. Reach back up. We're going to do that one more time. Now I want you to really feel your sit bones ground to your mat or your carpet underneath you. Over to the side. Press your sit bones down. Reach to the front. Open out to the other side. And up. Good. Press your fingers behind you and just draw your shoulder blades together and lift through the chin and chest. You got it. Keep pressing through the sit bones. And now clasp your fingers behind the base of your skull. Drop your elbows and drop your chin toward your chest. Keep your sitting bones grounded. Good, nice. From there, reaching up. Good. Swing your legs to face the front of the mat. Grab a hold of your shins. Take a breath in, seated cat, or cow rather. Breathe out, heels your cat pose. Press your sit bones into the mat, you guys. Round your upper spine. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out to curl. 2 more like this. Breathe in, reach up. And breathe out to curl. Press your sit bones down and press your feet into the mat. Last one. Breathe in to sit up. Release your fingers. Roll down for 4. Draw your chin in. 3. Press your feet into the mat. 2. 1. Good. Draw your feet toward your bottom. Palms down. Press through your feet. Press through your shoulders. Take a breath in. Lift your pelvis, but press through the feet. Breathe out, lower the tailbone back down. Good. Can you keep pressing through the feet? Feel the sit bones just tap on the mat before you breathe in. Lift your pelvis, press through your shoulders and your upper arms. Get a broad chest. Breathe out to drop. Can you imagine you're holding a block in between your thighs so your knees are parallel? You got it. 2 more like this. Breathe in to lift. Lift the pelvis and breathe out. You got it. Last one, you guys. Breathe in to lift. Good, and now reach your palms up above your head. Chin is in, lift your pelvis. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Nice work. Hug your knees to your chest and draw big giant circles in an anti-clockwise position, pressing your lower back into the spine. Sorry, your lower back into the mat. Not your spine, and roll the other way. Roll the other way. You got it. Open your cactus arms. Roll your knees to the right, head to the left. Eye gaze to the left elbow. Can you press both of your shoulders into the mat? Good. Can you lengthen your spine? And can you really think of the twisting action of your middle of your spine? We call it your thoracic spine. Good. Return your knees back to the center. Feel your lower back press in. And then roll your knees to the left. Eyes look at the right elbow. Good. The whole time we're thinking about grounding, you guys. So we're letting the mat support us right now. Good. And back to the center. Grab a hold of your knees. Let's rock back and forward and back and forward. We're going to do one more, then we're going to cross our legs and roll over our knees. Good, you got it. From here, press through your palms, shoulders down, chin is in, take a cow, breathe in. Sit back into child's pose, breathe out. Reach your right fingers long, breathe in. Sit back to child's pose, breathe out. You got it. Reach your left arm long, breathe in. Sit back to child's pose, breathe out. Good, come back to your cow, breathe in. And sit back to child's pose, breathe out. Good, stay here for 3 rounds of breath. It might feel a bit uncomfortable just to be still. But this is what I want you to focus on doing. Hear me out. Press your palms so firmly into the mat. Okay, can you feel that? Now roll your shoulders down your spine. Now let your bottom sit and fall into your heels. Good. Now I want you to imagine that I'm coming around. I'm in your room right now. And I'm coming around and just placing my palms on your lower back, so your coccyx. And I'm just pressing your palm, or my palm rather, into your lower back. Do you know what? Why don't you do that to yourself? Grab your right palm and press it into your lower back. Just give it a little bit of pressure and just let your body take that pressure of your right palm. So you feel super grounded. And every time you press a little further or give it more pressure into your lower back, you can feel your body fall deeper into your thighs. One more breath in and release. Nice work. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog, everybody. Good. Can you pedal your heels out one by one? Keep pressing firmly through both palms. And every time you pedal your heel out, really try to articulate the action of the ball of the foot. So you go ball and then right heel, ball, and then left heel. But my ball of my foot is pressing firmly the whole time. And right heel and ball and left heel. Good work. Both heels down. Press through your palm. Draw your shoulders back. Right heel to the sky. Breathe in. Step your right foot in between your hands. Breathe out. Good. Drop your left knee. Take your palms on your right knee and press your palms into your knee. Draw your shoulders down and lift your chest. Good. Can you press firmly into your right foot? Good. Can you draw your belly to your spine and hug your knees together? Beautiful. From there, left palm to the mat. Twist it with the knee on the ground. Good. Take the base of your spine with your right palm and then roll the shoulder back and look over your right shoulder. Can you press firmly now through your left palm and press firmly through your right foot? Good. You got it. From there, right palm on the ground. Tuck your toes, come to our pyramid pose. So stretch through that right knee as much as you can. Draw your shoulders back and reach over the front foot. Good. Send your right hip back a little. You'll feel a massive stretch all the way up the back of your right leg. If your back heel needs to lift, that's okay, you guys. Or if your front knee needs to bend, that's okay. Good. From there, step your back left foot back behind you. Easy twist, reach up. Good, and now you're going to swing your fingers to the back to step back to downward facing dog. Good, left heel to the sky, breathe in. Step in between your hands, breathe out. Drop your right knee, left palms, or both palms rather on your left knee, and press, that left knee forward. Press firmly through the left foot, shoulders down the spine, feel really grounded. Feel stable in your body. If there's noise in your mind, if there's distractions in the room, what can you do to just stay really focused? Like you're in your own little bubble. Like you're in your own little yoga bubble. Right palm down, left palm to the sky, breathe in. Breathe out, palm to the ground, tuck the right foot, pyramid pose. Shoulders down, fingers forward. You got it. Take one big breath in. Can you calm as you breathe out? Good. Bend the front knee, tuck the toes, easy twist. Windmill back, downward facing dog. Nice. Soften your knees and press your palms in the mat as you walk them toward your toes. Press. This is a bit gorilla-like. Press, press, press. Good. Now I want you to press through your palms. Bend your knees as much as you need to keep pressing through your palms and to literally let your torso hang over your legs. But your focus is your feet. Imagine I've come and placed my hands on the tops of your feet. They're pressing so strongly into the mat. Press them into the mat. Keep pressing them as you reach your body wide and high and you draw your palms to your heart. Good. Close your feet together so they're parallel. Palms down by your side. Take a breath in, rise onto your tippy toes, reach your fingers. Keep pressing through the balls of the feet. So feel grounded even though you're lifting up. Focus with something with your eyes. Breathe out, wrists and heels come back down together. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out and lower. Where's your focus? Can you find your foundation? Don't worry about anything or anyone else. Breathe in. You are in your own yoga bubble. Breathe out. Draw your belly to your spine and really squeeze your legs on, everybody. Last one. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Close your eyes. And then walk really slowly and mindfully to the top of your mat. Every time you peel your foot off, feel the feeling of pressing it back down in the mat. So you're super grounded through your feet. Super grounded through your feet. Use the press of your feet to support you right now. You can have a little peek to see how close you are to the top of your mat. You got it. And once you arrive there, big toes are touching. Take a breath in, reach up. Press through your feet, but bend your knees as you roll down. Do that again for me. Take a breath in, reach up. Now I want you to imagine you're pouring water out the top of your head. Breathe out, soften your knees. Try one more, you guys. Breathing, reach up. Breathe out, fold. Nice. Step back to your plank position. Okay, today with your plank, can you press your heart forward? Heart is forward, but heels are back. Heart is forward, but heels are back. Shoulders are down, chin is in. Hold for 4, Stay strong and firm, no wobble. Squeeze your inner thighs together. 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower to the halfway toward the mat. Watch me. Elbows into your chest. Knees and then lower. Good. Open your fingers wide. Striking cobra. Breathe in. Right shoulder, right ear. Breathe out. Other side. Breathe in. Press through your fingertips. Press through the tops of your feet. Breathe out. Good. Head to the center. Palms behind your back. We're going to do a little back bend today. Clasp your fingers together. Roll your shoulder blades together. Take a breath in. Lift your chest. And lift your feet. This is called Shalabhasana. Hold for 4. Press your belly button up toward your spine. 3. Chin is in. 2. 1. And lower. Let's try one more like this. Shalabhasana. Breathe in to lift up. Shoulder blades together. Chin is in. 2. 3. 4. And lower. Nice work. Palms under the chest. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. You got it. Right heel to the sky. Take a breath in. Step in between your hands, breathe out. Warrior 1. So come to the outer blade of your left foot and reach wide and high. And settle on the breath out. Good. Stretch your front knee, wrists go back. Breathe in. We've done this before. Breathe out. Every action has a breath. Good. From here, stretch your front knee. Breathe in. Breathe out as you bend that front knee and reach up. We've done this before. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, send the fingers up. Keep pressing through that back foot. Last one. Reach the fingers back behind the spine. Exhale, reach up. Good. And moving over to warrior 2. Turning out the front knee, parallel back foot. Roll the shoulders down and back. Draw the belly to the spine. Make sure that right knee is tracking right over the right big toe. I'm going to stay here for a few moments with nice deep breaths. We're going to connect back to the language we used at the start of the class. I like or love me. I believe in me. I accept me, and I am worthy. Good. Can you press a little firmer down through your feet and bend that front knee a little more? Take a breath in, reverse your warrior. Windmill down. Good. Step your back foot to meet your front foot. Chin, chest, belly, chaturanga. Scoop upward dog on an inhale. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Good. You got it. Left heel to the sky. Breathe in. Step that left foot in between your hands. Breathe out. Come to the outer blade of the right foot. Warrior 1. Breathe in. Bend your left knee. Send your fingers back. Breathe out. Good. Keep pressing through that back right foot as you inhale to reach. Exhale, send back. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. Move away from your thinking mind. Go to the feeling. Breathe in. Warrior 2 as you breathe out. You got it. Press firmly through those feet. Draw the shoulders down the back. Now, can you reach your fingers wider than you have before? Can you lengthen your spine taller than you have before? And can you bend your left knee deeper than you have before? How's that belly breath? Deep breath in. Deep breath out. See if you can cultivate some stillness. See if you can not distract yourself from anything around you. Take a breath in, reverse your warrior. Breathe out to windmill down. Step back, let's flow it out. Chin, chest, belly. Scoop it up, breathe in. Press back, breathe out. Nice work, everyone. Drop your knees for a moment. Turn around and face the screen. Okay, in yoga classes often, a teacher might say to us, set the flow free. And what that means is it gives us an opportunity to move through the shapes, that she or he have just established or just taught us, but to do it in our own timing, in our own way, using our own personal cues. So rather than be guided by the teacher, we are given an opportunity to just move through all of those beautiful yoga shapes in our own time and in our own way. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing now for our final flow for this series. I'm going to allow you to set that flow we just did free. So you know that flow. We've done it quite a few times throughout the series. We reach the leg up. We step it in between the hands. We come up for warrior one. And then we stretch the front knee. We rock back and forward 2.5 times. And on the end of the third reach up, we open out to a warrior two. We windmill back to a peaceful warrior. And then we flow it out. Chin, chest, belly, scoop up to downward facing dog. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the actions of the flow with you, but I'm not going to talk. You'll hear my breathing obviously through the screen. I'm going to crank the music of this video up a little and allow you to set this flow free. There are no rules. There's no pace you have to follow. There's no right or wrong. Yoga is about the journey, not about the final destination. So enjoy this process as you set your yoga free. Trust yourself. Bet on yourself. Here we go. From the beginning, downward facing dog. And I'll stop talking, and here we go. I've arrived back at my downward dog. If you haven't, don't panic. If you have, come to your knees, flip your palms upwards and close your eyes. If you haven't, just keep continuing with your flow until you arrive here. Let's just find hero's pose for a moment. Close down your eyes and just settle the body. I like or love me. I believe in me. I accept me, and I am worthy. Good. Once you've arrived there, place your forearms down on the mat. Tuck your toes. We're going to find what we call a dolphin pose. Shoulders are down the back. This is quite strong on the shoulders. Good. From here, reach your right heel to the sky. Press through the elbows and the palms. Good. Then step the right foot back down again. Left heel to the sky. Reach it up. Reach it up, reach it up. And back down again. Press through your palms, your elbows. Stay nice and strong. Drop your knees. Return back to hero's pose. Good. I just wanted you to play with transferring your weight onto your shoulders for a little there. To finish off this series, we're going to have a little play, something fun to lift the energy and the spirits. It's an opportunity for you to try something new, bet on yourself, and if you fall over and it doesn't work, to be able to laugh at yourself. Let it be no judgment of your ability or your character. Purely is just something fun to do before we close off. I'm not sure if any of you have established before or seen before, a crow pose. So this is a gentle arm balance and wrist balance that we do in yoga. So let's have a little try before we finish today. The first thing you need to know how to do is open your knees wide and come to the balls of your feet. So this is the first position you're going to find. Good, I'm going to turn around and face this way to help you. From there, plant your fingers down into your mat. Nice work. From there, sit your tail up nice and high like you're a bird perching on a branch. And then scoop your knees in toward your armpits. Good. From there, take your eye gaze down. Press all of your 10 fingers into the mat. And just start to rock over your shoulders and rock back. Rock over your shoulders and rock back. Can you really lift your sit bones high and draw your belly in? Rock over your shoulders and rock back. Okay, this time when you rock over, you're going to take your right foot off. Right foot off, and down. How'd you go? Try the left foot now. Over, left foot off, left foot off, left foot off, and down. Okay, so a crow pose is where we literally balance both feet up off the mat. So we transfer our weight over onto our shoulders and our hands. We send the crown of our head forward and our tailbone up toward the sky. I'll give you a little look to start. You might just want to keep rocking and playing with one foot at a time. But alternatively, as you squeeze your legs into your armpits, you reach your chin forward and you lift your heels slightly. Have a little go just for fun before we finish off today. So resting over onto the palms, reach the crown of your head forward, squeeze your knees into your upper arms, so squeeze them in like you're trying to close the arms together, lift the belly, lift the heels, press through the palms and release. Good work, you can put that one in your back pocket and have a play at home. Extend the legs forward, you got it. Big breath in, reach up, forward fold over your legs, breathe out. Take a halfway lift to reach the chin up. Forward fold to release. Good, let's stay here for 3 big rounds of breath. Keep drawing the toes back to the knees. Relax the back of the neck, you guys. Soften the legs and soften the torso over the legs. This is us bringing our classes to a close. So this is an opportunity for you to feel what your body feels like in this moment and to keep allowing those beautiful sentiments that I started the class with over and over your mind. The more you imprint this language in your mind, the more you will feel this language and the more that you will act out with this feeling. If you love yourself, you will move out from a place of love. If you respect yourself and accept yourself, you will move out from a place of acceptance and respect. It's win, win, win all the way. And release. Okay, let's draw our feet down into the mat toward each other. Palms on our knees. Scoop it up, take a breath in. Release the fingers, 8 counts to get down today for 7, 6, no plonking at the end, 5, you got it. 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Hug the knees in toward your chest, rock side to side. Nice work. And from there, extend your right leg long, your left leg long, palms to the roof. Here is our final Shavasana for the series. Lie in meditation. I'm going to join you today. And as we commence softening into our lying meditation, our resting pose, I want you to hopefully acknowledge all of the wonderful work you have done in this series so far. All of the yoga poses you have learnt and tried out, been open to trying on your body. All of the sentiments and things I have spoken about, perhaps you've been open to hearing and listening. Some of the little tools I've given you, perhaps you've taken some of them away with you and used them in your day-to-day life. Maybe you have felt what it feels like to feel grounded. Maybe you have felt what it feels like to feel calm and connected to yourself. Maybe you have felt and enjoyed the feeling of having energy. Maybe you've enjoyed the resting parts. But hopefully, amongst all of this, you have been given and heard some tools to help you cope, showing up every single day. You are worthy. You are accepted. People do believe in you, and people do love and like you. Take your attention back to your breath. In from the belly, out from the chest. In from the belly, out from the chest. Good. Roll over on one side as if you're getting up from bed, and just find yourself up into your comfortable seat. Draw your palms to your heart. Good. And as you bow your head to say namaste, today I invite you to be grateful for the most important person in your life, and that is you. Today I invite you to be grateful for you. Namaste, beautiful yogis. And remember, there is only one of you. You are unique, you are special, and the world needs you. So sometimes when you wake up and you have days where you feel like there's no point, it's too hard, no one cares, the truth is there is a point. The world needs you. The world cares about you. And you have a beaming light inside of you that if you allow it to shine, it will shine brighter than any other star in the sky. Bet on you, because I haven't even met you, but I bet on you as well. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for joining me. Bye.